And then the biggest thing of all, these were the first cards that they specifically said anything about during the second anniversary panel, and then they expanded on that later on. But we now know that these iconic cards, along with all legendaries and higher rarities going forward, will have a special security stamp on the card. I think we
Yep.
have a pretty good picture of that too.
I think that's from the lore cast actually. So I remember talking to Dylan. I was like, why does or like we were getting these card reveals, and I'm like, why does the legendary symbol look so different? Now we know. So this is something that they are doing, just like Dylan mentioned, in every legendary and higher card. So legendary, epic, enchanted, and iconic. So a total of 4 rarities. But the idea behind this is to protect collectors and be able to identify fakes. So if you are purchasing a card from Fabled and I presume the future, and you're looking at the legend at the rarity symbol in the very bottom, if it does not have this design, this I believe they call it the security foiling of the rarity symbol, then you are likely dealing with a fake card. So that is such a good thing for everybody, but in particular the collectors out there. I'm happy. I'm excited for the entire community, but collectors in particular.
I'm surprised they didn't do this from the beginning because most card games do that now. Star Wars Unlimited's been like that since day one. They're legendaries and higher. They have the holograms on there, so you know they're authentic. So I'm really surprised with Disney being so anti-piracy stuff. I'm really surprised they didn't do this earlier.
Again, I think a lot of it goes back to, did we really expect it to get to where we are today? Maybe, and kind of go from there.
And I don't think it's on the Disney side. I think it's on the puzzle people's side. We got to remember this is their first time getting into TCGs. Yeah, they've played with plenty of cardboard in the past with board games and cardboard, but on the TCGs market in particular, this is all new to them, and they are truly still finding their footing.
Yep. And I'll say this
Any
too.
improvements like this, we love.
And I'll say this too, because I know that I've bought enchanted cards and other limited rarity cards. Dylan, I know you have bought cards as well from the secondary market. I've just always been very hesitant to buy collectible cards and whatnot because I'm always afraid of the whole possibility of it being fake, which is why I normally, if I'm buying like the D23 card, for example, the Mickey Mouse,
it's got to go through a certified third party.
I wanted to be PSA graded.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be graded so that way I knew I was at least able to look at a PSA slab and scan the QR code and feel the bumps around the casing and look at the foiling in the label to get some sort of authenticity. But if you're buying a card raw, you don't have this. And that's been my biggest hesitation. And Dylan, I know that you've bought on the secondary market. I think this is a win all around for everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Because right now you're really hoping that places like the TCG player and other third-party markets, like I've bought through PPG and places like that, and like the vendors that we kind of saw at Gen Con, you're really kind of hoping that they do their part in authenticizing all of their cards that you're purchasing. Whenever it comes to like just getting on Facebook and Discord groups or whatever and buying and trading there, I've always been finicky about anything remotely like that. So this is a big deal. And as long as people don't learn how to replicate this, then we're in a good place.
That was the big thing, and I'm not skilled or technically knowledgeable enough. The biggest argument was, okay, like they've revealed this, so why can't it be replicated? I don't know. Like, obviously, there's some technique that can't be replicated, which is why they're confident enough to show this. So again, just all around a good win for the collectors and whatnot. Very, very happy to see this. So please, if you are buying those iconic cards, please make sure that if they're not graded, they at least have the security stamp, the security foiling. So again, four rarities are going to be receiving this. So all in all, a good play for the collectors. And really, imagine if Maui Shark had this. Making sure that very high value legendaries like Maui Shark would benefit from this. So a win all around.